Welcome to the deep dive. So you sent us this really interesting little booklet, Great Sex Tips.
Mm-hmm.
And we've dug into it to pull out the most intriguing bits for you all.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Forget wading through everything. We're aiming to give you the highlights on seduction, mood, um, DIY exploration, even some games.
Exactly. And it's not just like a boring list. What's kind of cool is the sheer range of stuff it covers.
Right.
You've got classic romance, um, surprises, how you look, using tech, exploring solo or together.
And bathing, massage too.
Oh, yeah. Sensual bathing, massage, even role-playing. It's surprisingly comprehensive for a little thing.
Totally. And some of the ideas were, well, they made me raise an eyebrow. In a good way.
Like what?
Like mailing actual love letters even if you live together, that stood out.
Oh, yeah.
And this DIY sex concept, solo and partnered, and vaginal grip.
Mm-hmm. We'll get into that.
And okay, using fruit and candy. Intriguing, right? Let's unpack it, starting with mood and seduction.
Yeah, sounds good. What's interesting here is how it mixes, timeless romantic stuff with more maybe modern takes.
How so?
Well, it talks about deliberate romantic acts,
Yeah.
like maybe flipping the script, you bring the flowers and champagne for a change.
Oh, I like that. Role reversal.
Exactly. And then the love letters thing you mentioned, writing and actually mailing them.
Yeah.
In this digital age, that physical effort, it hits different, doesn't it?
It really does. Feels so much more intentional. But it wasn't all grand gestures, was it?
No, not at all. It also highlighted, like, simple romantic outings, going to a carnival or a fun fair,
Sharing some candy.
stealing a kiss on the Ferris wheel, that kind of thing.
Yeah, creating those shared sort of lighthearted moments builds connection.
Right. Builds memories, fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it also covered the flip side, things to avoid.
The mood killers. What were the big ones?
Well, some humorous warnings, like shabby underwear was mentioned.
Okay, fair enough.
Jumping straight to hardcore porn, maybe not the best intro. Furry handcuffs, got to mention too, potential pitfalls there.
Right.
And obviously basic hygiene, which seems obvious, but
But it's fundamental, yeah. You gotta cover the basics.
absolutely. And building that shared vibe, it suggested something simple like choosing a romantic song.
Together. Oh, that's nice, like collaborating on the mood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Finding music that clicks for both of you emotionally. It shows how, the emotional and physical stuff ties together.
Definitely.
And then the element is surprise. The booklet really pushes this.
Like how?
Think like unexpected meetups after work or
Yeah.
sending a sexy book, maybe a suggestive card during the day to build things up.
Anticipation.
Yeah. Maybe leading to champagne and, some nice lingerie waiting at home, keeping things fresh, unpredictable.
Okay, so that's setting the scene. Now this next bit, the look. The power of appearance. This could be tricky territory.
You could. Yeah. It wasn't about like pushing one ideal look, though.
Oh.
More observation.
Such as?
Well, it did note that certain styles, maybe tighter clothes or higher heels, can be seen as more alluring. And this was immediate. It hammered home the point about comfort,
Yeah.
feeling good in what you wear.
Right, because if you're tugging at your clothes or feel awkward.
People notice. It totally comes across. Kills the vibe, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Confidence is key, and that often comes from comfort.
Exactly. Finding that sweet spot. And grooming came up, too.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically mentioned smooth, caressable legs if they're, on show.
Yeah.
Paying attention to those tactile details.
Okay, makes sense. Little things that add to the sensory experience.
Precisely.
All right, let's shift gears. Tech talk. Using technology. This should be interesting given how fast tech moves.
It was surprisingly relevant, actually. The focus was a lot on using digital stuff to build anticipation, stay connected when you're apart.
Like texts and things.
Yeah, leaving flattering, maybe slightly saucy voicemails. Phone sex, getting descriptive, even texting right after you've parted saying you can't wait to see them again.
So weaving desire into everyday communication.
Exactly. Extending the intimacy beyond just when you're physically together.
Keeping the spark alive. What else on the tech front?
It got more specific. It's mentioned, like, exchanging flirty emails with code words at work, maybe a bit risky for some.
Yeah, depends on the workplace.
Sending erotic e-greetings, arranging meetups via chat rooms. Remember those?
Vaguely.
And even sending links to, say, sexy lingerie online with a hint. Like, this would look great on you.
Okay, Using digital tools for flirting and excitement.
Yeah, integrating it into foreplay.
Hmm.
And it even mentioned webcams, watching each other get aroused.
Right, an early form of remote intimacy. Okay, from digital to DIY, do-it-yourself exploration,
Yeah.
solo and mutual stuff.
This part was really about heightened arousal, building desire before you even get together.
How?
One idea was masturbating alone before you meet up, but not finishing.
Oh, to build tension.
Exactly. Build that physical anticipation so you're both really ready when you connect.
That's quite intentional, isn't it?
Mhm.
Interesting. What about together?
Shared self-discovery. Masturbating in front of each other.
Okay.
Maybe with a fun little prize for the first to finish. It's about being open, comfortable with your own sexuality, and sharing it.
Reducing taboo, making it part of the shared experience.
Totally. And adding teasing. One partner masturbating while the other watches, or even suggesting it when the other thinks they're alone. Surprise voyeurism.
Wow. Okay. Lots of layers there.
And one last thing in this bit. Buying your partner a vibrator, specifically for their solo pleasure, as a warm-up before you get together.
That's quite thoughtful, actually. A nice gesture sets a sensual tone.
Yeah. Now ready to get wet. Sensual bathing.
Ooh, yes. Sounds relaxing. And maybe more.
Definitely more. It starts simple, though. Feeling sluggish? Hot bath, 10 minutes, then a quick cold shower.
Invigorating.
Supposedly. Wakes up the senses. But then it gets much more intimate,
How so?
offering to be a bath time slave.
Whoa, what now?
Yeah. Basically, total sensual servitude, undressing them, washing them gently, body, hair, wrapping them in a warm towel, leading them to the bedroom. Just pure pampering and focus on them.
That sounds incredibly indulgent. What else for the bath?
Playfulness, water pistols, rubber ducks.
Okay, keeping it light, too.
Doesn't always have to be serious, right? But then, yeah, the more overtly sensual, giving each other orgasms in the bath.
Right in the tub.
Using shower gel, fingers, toes.
Yeah.
Exploring together.
Making the most of bath time.
Definitely. Even washing each other's hair, including, pubic hair, with gentle teasing touches, turning routine into connection.
Engaging lots of senses, touch, smell.
And then oil bathing kicks it up a notch.
Okay, tell me more.
Coating each other generously with sweet-smelling massage oil. It even suggests suntan oil to evoke vacation memories.
Ooh, nice touch with the scent memory. Tactile and fragrant.
Very. And taking turns giving long, slow Indian head massages, jasmine oil was suggested. Then extending that to gentle and general massage with those oiled hands. Skin on skin, the scent.
Sounds amazing. But, oil and condoms.
Ah, good point. Big warning here in the booklet. Oil degrades latex. No go.
Right. Important safety note?
Absolutely. Water-based lube or saliva are the recommended alternatives if you're using condoms. Safety first.
Always. Okay, anything else on oil?
Just the suggestion of lying down together on a big towel afterwards for slippery foreplay.
Evocative image. Okay, now specific massage techniques. I mentioned Thai massage.
It did, but the description sounded, well, let's say a sensual interpretation, not traditional Thai massage.
Okay. How did it describe it?
Get this. Inflatable mattress, lots of good soap for lather. One person lies on their back, and the other basically swims up and down their front, pushing, wriggling. Sounds very slippery.
Swims. Okay, that's different.
It is. And then it suggests finding a rhythm while you're swimming to stimulate your own clitoris against their hip or pubic bone.
Whoa, okay. Incorporating self-pleasure directly into the massage.
Seems like it. The idea being your pleasure is contagious. And the goal?
What?
Synchronized orgasm. Keep the soapy swimming going until you both climax, then hop in the shower together.
That's quite a scenario. Very connected. Okay, moving on from massage. Intimate connection via vaginal grip. What's this about?
This focuses on, basically, pelvic floor control, developing awareness and strength in those muscles.
Oh, Kegels.
Essentially, yeah. It suggests practicing squeezing and relaxing, like stopping urine flow or imagining an elevator going up and down, developing a stronger grip.
Then the purpose.
According to the booklet, it's to enhance your partner's sensation during intercourse.
Ow!
It suggests asking them to signal when they're close to climax, and then you rhythmically contract those muscles. The idea is it heightens their experience.
Interesting. A very active way to contribute. Any other tips for this?
One more subtle one. Sitting on your partner's lap, maybe fully closed, and just contracting internally while staying still, eyes closed, like a secret connection.
Okay. Now, what about safe sex with a twist? Practical tips with flair.
Yeah, some useful and some playful ideas. First, a really practical one. Practice putting condoms on a cucumber.
Ah, wow.
To get faster, less fumbly in the moment. Reduces awkwardness.
Makes sense. Can definitely break the mood.
Totally. Also, keeping them handy under the pillow was suggested. Easy access.
Good tip. What else?
A more adventurous one. Holding the tip of a rolled-up condom with your lips and unrolling it onto your partner during oral sex.
Wow, okay. That's definitely a twist. Adds a different element.
For sure. And the simple reminder, always have water-based lube nearby. Essential for comfort, with or without condoms.
Crucial. Any playful ideas for presenting them?
Yeah, like offering one on a plate instead of dessert.
Eeky!
Or slipping one to your partner at a party with a whispered suggestion to find a bathroom. Injecting some fun and surprise.
Nice. Okay, let's dive into exploring erotic toys. Sounds like a big section.
It is pretty comprehensive. Started with the idea of a sensual toy box.
What goes in it?
Things for Kutch. Soft feathers, satin, silk, maybe some soft fur for caressing. Engaging different textures.
Sensory stuff.
And not just objects, also inspiration, like erotic stories or a Kama Sutra guide. Sparking ideas.
Good point. The mental side is important too. Practical stuff.
Yeah, stocking up. Condoms, lube, massage oil, being prepared.
Always smart.
And it encouraged improvisation, using everyday things. Ribbons, table tennis balls, beads, even a clean hairbrush.
Getting creative, letting your imagination run wild.
Exactly. Then it got into specific toys, vibrators, obviously, which in different sizes, shapes.
Right.
Well, it described a natural contour, purse-shaped one,
Yeah.
a compact pocket rocket with textures. But the point wasn't the specific model, more the variety of vibration and stimulation available.
Right. Different tools for different sensations. What else?
Dildos for penetration, penis rings for erections, anal plugs for exploring anal play, nipple clamps for intense sensation.
Okay, covering a lot of ground.
And it touched on mild S&M toys. Silk cords, safe handcuffs, blindfolds, paddles, a cane, a soft cat o' nine tails, emphasizing consensual exploration of sensation and power.
A broad overview indeed. Did mention dress up?
Oh yeah. Lingerie, dominatrix outfits, rubber or leather gear, schoolgirl nurse costumes, masks, high heels, embodying fantasies.
And it specifically mentioned rubber.
It did, yeah.
Okay.
Rubber fetish. Talked about how tight rubber accentuates curves, the unique feel. Advised using talc to get it on and warned against oil, which damages it.
Niche but detailed. Any scenarios?
Wearing rubber to clubs, having rubber-themed parties, choosing outfits with easy access.
Ooh, by crotch slippers.
Okay, very specific for those interested. Any general vibrator tips?
A couple. Using two at once, maybe clitoris and vaginal entrance. Using them for full body massage, not just genitals.
Ah, good idea for overall arousal.
And the ultimate practical tip. Keep extra batteries handy.
Essential. Okay, moving to something tastier. Flavoring fun.
Yes. Edible delights. Classic suggestion, painting nipples with warm melted chocolate.
Decadent. Also, giving oral sex while sucking a menthol candy for that hot-cold sensation.
Whoa, that sounds intense. What else?
Making ice cubes from exotic fruit juice to melt and lick off each other. Using fruit-flavored lube capsules.
Sounds fun and tasty.
Enhancing kissing with glossy, slippery lip gloss. Using honey or syrup as alternative lubes, though maybe sticky, and need to check condom compatibility again.
Yes, good point about stickiness. Anything else messy?
Oh yeah, squeezing soft fruits like berries or mango maybe over each other's bodies, then licking off the juice and pulp before sex.
Wow. Sensory overload. Messy, but potentially very sensual.
Definitely engages multiple senses.
Ah,
Okay, finally, sex games. Structured scenarios for playfulness.
like what?
First one, honeymoon again. Book a secluded hotel, ditch the phones and work talk, and actively recreate honeymoon vibes and fantasies.
Oh, that sounds lovely. A real reconnection exercise.
Totally. Then there's first aid, doctor-patient role play.
Ah, a classic trope.
Yeah, props like a white coat, gloves. Patient lies down. Doctor examines erogenous zones clinically, asking, how does this feel? Patient just submits.
The power dynamic there could be really hot for some people.
Exactly. Then school days, naughty schoolgirl, maybe a short skirt, seducing a repressed teacher, kissing behind the gym.
Another common fantasy scenario, tapping into that forbidden excitement.
Right. And film star. Dedicate an evening to a favorite movie star fantasy. Watch their film, then bring that vibe into your lovemaking. Maybe even dress up a bit like them.
Fun escapism. Bringing glamour in. What about photos?
Naughty nigs. Taking suggestive but maybe not explicit photos for private use. Vintage pinup style or maybe post-workout shots. Developing them black and white or Polaroid. Staging a sexy photo shoot, model and photographer.
Capturing intimacy visually. Exploring sensuality that way.
And the next step, Guys and girls on film,
Wow.
making your own erotic videos.
Whoa, okay.
Undressing your partner on camera, maybe writing a little storyline, setting up props like a favorite director style, varying the mood, slow, sensual, fast, wild.
Lots of creative potential
A
there.
big caveat in the booklet. Digital film is permanent. Think carefully.
Very important point in today's world. Okay.
Yeah.
So, wrapping up this deep dive into great sex tips. Wow, it covered a huge range, didn't it?
It really did. From super romantic and tender to, well, pretty wild and playful. Something for almost everyone, you'd think.
Absolutely. And what really comes through, I think, is that these aren't rules, they're suggestions, right? Sparks.
Exactly. Sparks for your own imagination, sparks for conversation with your partner, or even just with yourself about what you desire, what feels good.
And that feels like the main takeaway, doesn't it? It's a starting point.
Definitely.
So, the thought to leave everyone with is maybe this. Think about how just one or two of these ideas, even small ones, might add something new. Maybe deepen intimacy, maybe just bring more playfulness.
Yeah. What resonates? What possibilities does it open up for you?
Exactly. What sparks for your exploration? Something to ponder until our next deep dive.